with Mrs. Honeybee. Today, in the Honeybee neighborhood, we'll be constructing the perfect summer day.
What's your perfect summer day, Mrs. Honeybee?
I'll have to think about that. What about yours, my dear?
I love relaxing in the sunshine. But, it's hard to say what the perfect summer day would be. What about you, Melody B?
Easy. The perfect summer day is playing in the sprinklers. Oh, no. It's going to the beach. No. It's having a pool party. Oh, no.
Not so simple of a question to answer, huh?
I guess not. How are we going to figure this out?
We'll have to become summer day detectives and experiment with all the best possible summer days.
Let's finally get to the bottom of this age-old question.
What does the most perfectest summer day entail?
All you have to do is close your eyes, get cozy, and listen to the sound of my voice. Mrs. Honeybee will be your guide. Let's begin. You are here, walking up to our porch on a beautifully sunny day. The sun is so bright that to see our smiling faces looking back at you from the cozy porch chairs, you have to shade your eyes a bit with your hands. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel the coolness of the air coming in through your nose as the sunshine warms your skin. Then, slowly, breathe all the way out through your mouth and bend down to catch Harold in your arms as he runs toward you with so much excitement. You scoop him up in your arms, and he wiggles every which way to make sure his puppy kisses don't miss a single spot. Hello, my little honeybee. You're here just in time to help us settle something we can't quite figure out.
What do you think we should do today? It's so lovely outside. We want to soak up every sparkling moment of this perfect summer day.
Obviously, that means we should go fishing and enjoy a lazy day on the Honey River. Obviously.
Not so obvious. I think we're already having the most perfect summer day. A nice, relaxing afternoon spent reading on the porch. That's it. That sounds like the best way to spend our time.
Maybe after we have buzzed far and wide on a pollinating adventure, finding new flowers and following our inner sense of exciting fun. Oh, and tag. We have to play tag in the sprinklers.
You see, my little honeybee? We're at a standstill, and the morning is floating by. The sun will set before we know it. What do you think sounds best? You think to yourself for a moment, petting Harold's fluffy ears to help you focus on the task at hand. He looks up at you with his happy brown eyes, and you remember that there isn't ever just one way. There are usually multiple ways, which are all great, but for different reasons. Because of that, you look back to us, eagerly awaiting your judgment, and gleefully suggest that we do all of them.
That's a really good idea, my little honeybee. How else can we determine, with scientific precision, what makes the most perfectest summer day, besides actually doing all the options?
Great idea as always, little honeybee. So the only question left is, what do we do first?
Well, if we start with a pollination adventure, that could lead us to the Honey River for a lazy fishing afternoon. Then we can end with a relaxing read on the porch.
Let's do it.
Harold leads the way, with Melody Bee buzzing closely behind. She's sniffing out some flowers for us to see and is excited to see them for herself. We set off into this summertime adventure with our faces to the sunshine and our smiles big. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel your chest and your spirits lift, excited for this day and all the possibilities it will bring. Then slowly breathe all the way out through your mouth and peruse the colorful flowers as they come into view, lining the sidewalks and even breaking through the cracks. Melody Bee started, then quickly stopped a game of tag to admire one of these little yellow dandelions who managed to crack through the concrete with a force much greater than we assume it had.
Stop! Tag time out. Careful not to step on this guy. Would you look at him? He broke through the sidewalk and poked up his head just to say hello. Do you know how hard that is?
At Melody Bee's suggestion, we all try our best to follow in the footsteps of this earth-shattering dandelion and break through the concrete that stays stubbornly in place.
Phew, this sidewalk isn't going anywhere. At least, not until the next dandelion or tree root decides it wants some sunshine.
Who knew such a tiny-looking flower could choose to reach up and break apart something so strong? Melody Bee gathers a bit of the bright yellow pollen in her satchel and blows it a big kiss to pollinate the dandelion. As we walk, we begin to notice all the places where plants and flowers have broken through the asphalt and concrete, substances we consider so strong that they are chosen as the foundation of our civilization. Not so, or so we learn. We pollinate and play tag all the way to the banks of the Honey River, where Mr. Honeybee's fishing boat lays up against the trunk of a tree, waiting for us. The refreshing sounds of a cool river seem to be calling us, and since we've been out in the sun for so long, we are excited to answer that call. We lean down to splash our hands and feet in the water. Harold belly flops into the river like he usually does, then hops in the boat and shakes off all his fur, sprinkling us with a refreshing mist that glistens in the sunshine on our skin.
Are you all ready for the most perfect summer day activity?
I think we already had that, Mr. Honeybee. But this is a close second. I'll give you that.
If only this boat floated to the porch and had a bookshelf, then I think it would be the most perfect. Not wanting to waste any more summertime with debate, Harold shepherds us out onto the water, We push off the shore and let the little fishing boat float as it pleases along the currents of the Honey River. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel the coolness of the air coming in through your nose like its own river that finds its way directly to your lungs. Allow the fresh air to invigorate you. Then, slowly, breathe all the way out through your mouth until every last drop of air is released, and let yourself feel heavy in the boat, supported and floating effortlessly.
This is it. This is the best right here.
Mr. Honeybee kicks up his bare feet on the side of the boat and leans all the way back, with his hands behind his head and his hat over his eyes for a little snooze. To give this activity a fair try, we all follow suit and stretch out to soak in the sunshine and fresh air. Look all the way to one side toward the endless Honey River until you can feel a little stretch. Then look all the way to the other side where you can see the river rolling down from the mountain until you can feel a little stretch on that side too. Bring your head back to a comfortable center and clear your mind of any intruding thoughts, worries, or concerns. Like Mr. Honeybee, who has now fallen asleep, let yourself float and nothing else. We're just floating, floating, floating down the Honey River. Our fishing poles hang over the edge of the boat with our feet doing most of the work for us. While the river does the rest, we achieve a deep, restorative relaxation that lulls us to a sunshine nap. When fish nibble the bait on our lines, we wake up to see them, say hi, and toss them back in the river with extra bait for their fish friends and family. We continue on down the river, doing nothing at all and enjoying it thoroughly, especially after such an active adventure to the banks of the Honey River, pollinating almost every flower we came across. When the boat gently floats onto the shore, back in the direction from where we came, we hop out and stroll our way back home to enjoy our last summertime activity before making a decision about which is the most perfectest. Now, onto what I'm sure you all will find to be the best summer day activity. To start, it's crucial to begin noticing the little thing, appreciating the colors and textures and feeling of each moment we move into and out of. Let's walk through the grass without our shoes on.
Oh, I like this. It's so squishy.
And itchy.
We notice the colorful butterflies that fly by, the sweet smell of ripening strawberries, and feel the soft grass bending beneath our feet with each step. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. When we get back home to our front porch, our favorite books are waiting for us, along with fresh squeezed lemonade and iced tea. I bring us little nibbles of watermelon and other summer fruits to enjoy at our leisure as we sink into our second favorite worlds. Because as we all know, the Honeybee neighborhood is our first favorite one.
Ooh, this is quite nice, Mrs. Honeybee, I must admit.
We're missing a bit of the movement floating on the river, but this is nice, especially as an end to a fun-filled day.
See? I told you this was the best.
Whoa. I wouldn't go that far, my dear.
Yeah, we haven't put it up for a vote. What do you think, little honeybee?
Harold captures the mood with a big yawn as you think about your answer. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Bring your awareness to the sensation of your heart, beating once, twice, 3 times, overflowing with joy. Then, slowly, breathe all the way out through your mouth and reflect on just how much fun you've had today. While you can't come to an easy conclusion, you do see a pattern forming in your final judgment of what constitutes the most perfectest summer day. You ask us what these 3 activities all have in common, and we puzzle over the question as we relax on the porch. Before any of us can give our answers, Harold is distracted by a little bird that swoops down to entice him into a game of tag, which Melody Bee happily joins without invitation. Mr. Honeybee laughs and follows along until he makes it over to his garage, where he has his new fishing pole waiting. Without thinking about it, he uses the last bit of sunshine to help him polish it up until it sparkles. He lugs out his new tackle box and carefully organizes all the different baits he has into the little squares. He tries on his new fishing vest and calls you over to try on yours. It has plenty of pockets, which is an improvement from your old tattered vest that has been used up until the last threads cannot hold it together anymore. I smile at everyone and lean back in my favorite rocking chair, feeling grateful that you and I and Mr. Honeybee and Melody Bee and Harold get to spend all this time together, no matter what we're doing. And that is when I realized the answer to your question. As Melody Bee chases Harold, and Harold chases her back, as Mr. Honeybee proudly holds up his gleaming fishing pole that is just about ready for his next fishing trip, as we sit back and relax on the porch, sipping sweet lemonade and nibbling on delicious snacks without a care in the world, we realize that the most perfectest summer day is exactly what we're doing. It doesn't have to be anything special in particular. We could spend the sunshine hours doing nothing much at all. But if we're doing it together, we're doing it right. That togetherness makes memories, and summertime is for sweet, fun memories. We let that realization sink in as we sink into our chairs. You eventually cannot resist Harold and Melody's game of tag, and Mr. Honeybee cannot resist showing you a new technique for casting a fishing line. I sit back and watch all of these memories take place without any of you noticing. And for that, I am beyond grateful to have discovered what makes the most perfect summer day. Always remember, Mrs. Honeybee believes in you. You are special and you are loved. I can't wait to see you again.